You wanna pick a Hallmark card here?
Pick a card, any card.
We got about 10 of them today, but if you haven't heard, these are the new Hallmark cards. I swear, this sounds like a radio bit, like, a Morning Zoo would do. Well, no, they wouldn't get this outrageous, where you write silly cards, but these are real cards from the drugstore.
We've become a very touchy-feely society. Certain things are best kept behind closed doors, in private, just to, maybe the family and friends can deal with it, but not with a Hallmark. How impersonal. If you want to send a note to somebody with an affliction or that it just had some kind of adversity in their life, wouldn't you handwrite a note? Or at the very least, in another cold, cruel, insensitive manner.
Text message?
Text message or something. Like, Hallmark cards, any kind of cards, they've always been a little odd to me that you're taking someone else's words, and people have, done bits on this and stuff, taking other people's words, and then you pick out one that kind of is similar to your situation and give it to them, and then when people read the card, they go, oh, that's beautiful, and they look at you like you wrote it. Obviously you didn't.
Some poet wrote it. Well,
Yeah.
we just got past Valentine's Day, and yeah, that's what everyone does. You go up and down like, this one says it all for me. This says it for me right here.
But that's also the people that did a little advanced planning. Now, I'm admittedly one of the worst people with cards. I don't give cards to anybody. I just don't remember.
Mommies and girlfriends love cards.
You know something? Me and my girlfriend have made a little arrangement about the card thing. If we remember, if it's convenient for us, we'll do it. If not, we don't, and neither one really, we don't care about that. Relatives, I don't know. I assume they would like to get a card from me. They don't. There have been times where I've had to run into a store, 0 hour, and look through a ravaged card rack of nothing but crumpled envelopes. And 1 or 2 cards where I've had to go to the Ebony collection and give my mother say, Mama, thank you for raising me without a daddy around, and it's got the loving couple. I remember giving one to a girlfriend years ago where it had the loving black couple with the big natural afros. It's like, yeah, baby. I think the front said, yeah, baby. And you open it up, and it was, some kind of thing for an ethnic couple.
Yeah.
But it was all that was left. I'm very bad with cards.
I go Spanish when I'm...
You do the Spanish?
Yeah. I figured, I'm being silly, not lazy.
Very goofy. I used to do gimmicky things like with my mother for her birthday. I would get her a bunch of cards that added up to her age, but they were like for 1 year old and 3-year-olds. And like I'd get a bunch of those and sign them like with my left hand, holding it like a brick, and just write like, to my mommy.
Yeah.
She'd be like, oh, that's adorable.
Well, don't
make a disgusted face. I love my mommy.
I know you do, but just the adding up.
Well, yeah, I had to add up all it had to figure out mathematically, or it's not funny. Well, it's not funny anyway.
Well, now you have a lot more reasons to get cards for all these things that are happening in your world. And I brought up the Valentine's Day thing where you're looking and, everyone does this, and you find one that kind of says it for you, right?
Yeah.
Using that same philosophy, you have, like, let's say, a friend that's losing their hair because of cancer treatment. Are you going up and down that section and going, oh, this one right here says it all?
This one's perfect.
The one above it doesn't quite hit it quite right.
Do you get, like, because I know I do this, do you get the serious you have cancer card and then the funny you have cancer card? Because I know I usually like to get both for birthdays. You get your girlfriend the nice sweet card, and then you get the funny one that maybe has a little sexual innuendo there.
Hey, if you want to buy a cancer card, God bless you. But how much money does Hallmark need? I think Anthony said it right. You get a blank card and you write some nice little personal note in there if you really want to go down that road.
Man, for something as sensitive as things that these cards that you're holding over there cover, perhaps a handwritten note.
Yeah.
And to be delivered with some cookies and maybe a pat on the back and a kiss on the cheek.
Or a bucket for them to throw up in, or a hat or a wig.
We got like 5 or 6 different topics here.
Or an offer on their crib.
But Here's the one we were talking about: hair loss during cancer
It's
treatment.
inappropriate.
Hair loss during cancer treatment.
Okay.
So you got a buddy. I'm trying to move on.
I know you are.
A coupon for room repainting.
I'm just trying to save our jobs. Let's move on.
Hey, it's Hallmark's fault.
It is Hallmark's fault. All right,
To
so
blame.
you got someone that's going through cancer treatment. They're losing their hair. This is an actual card. We did not write this. You could go to your local card store and find this exact card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The front of the card, very orangey, kind of,
Much like the color of your skin.
kind of orangey, kind of like big fingerprint orangey.
Yeah, it's a little textured type.
Textured orangey
orange
card.
color.
And it says on the front, no one said it would be easy to lose your hair. But knowing you, you'll find a way to turn this situation around and use it as a badge of honor. A sign to the world that your treatments are working.
There you go.
Then you open it up and it says, and when this is all behind you and your hair grows back, you'll be able to say with assurance that every day is a good hair day.
When your hair grows back, when this is behind you and your hair grows back, your nails will be growing too. That'll be the only things that are moving on you. Because it's not going well. ... Sorry.
Permanent
Yeah.
bedhead.
Let's go to Jeff the trucker. Jeff, what's up?
Yeah, hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Hi.
A couple of weeks ago, my parents' collie died, and my wife came home with a dead dog card, and I couldn't believe it. I shook my head and walked away.
Got a dead dog card?
You could get a dead dog
goddamn
card?
dead dog card. Hi, I'm Casey Kasem.
It was a sympathy card.
Can you read it to us?
I don't have it. It's already mailed.
Oh.
I just saw it and laughed. I couldn't believe it.
All right. Thank you,
That's
sir.
it. Punch.
Let's go to Alicia and Mr.
Man, a foot massage.
All right. Pick another
Marcellus
card,
Wallace
Jimmy.
throw you out the window.
Pick another card from Hallmark, the new Hallmark card.
I'm gonna.
There you go. Pick a card.
All right, Jimmy.
What did you choose, Jim?
Of course you chose that
It
one.
looks like a lovely card. The front of it has
It looks
a
like
little picture. What it is it's a very silhouette, very artistic photo of a child on a swing. And the child is swinging forward. You can't really see the child because the child's kind of in silhouette. And there's like the sun is kind of right in front of the child. That's why the child is silhouetted. So there's this bright white light. I bet I know what this card's for.
Of course you did.
And
There's a reason you can't see
the child
the child.
is swinging
He's swinging
into
heaven.
the light.
Into the light.
Well, it's a
He's in heaven, and
Carol Ann.
she's on a swing. Go ahead.
it's to parent. This is the little post-it that somebody wrote to sum up with the card. Is to parent dealing with troubled child.
Troubled child.
Troubled.
Oh, okay.
And it says, children bring us a lot of joy, but sometimes they bring heartache too.
Oh.
When you open the card, I care so much about you and your family. I'm thinking about you and hoping things will get better.
What an insult. What an insulting card. What a busybody, mind your own goddamn business card. Your kid has to really screw up if you get a card like that
No
sent.
kidding.
That isn't like you got a C in math card
That's
and
like-
you send the troubled child. That's your kid is in jail.
Or your kid's 15, you haven't seen her in 3 or 4 weeks. When
Yeah.
she does show up, she's on crystal meth.
Crystal meth,
And
just like
introducing you to her new boyfriend, Tyrone.
Tyrone like that's the card you get if you walked in on your daughter in that scene in Traffic.
Oh, man, don't get me
That's pretty
started.
much.
You
get
know I
that
love that
card.
scene. You know I love that
Oh, that's a
scene.
horrible scene. That is a horrible, horrible scene. When Michael Douglas, right?
He's right at the door.
He's at the door. He walks in and just sees that a black drug dealer guy going at his little girl,
What did he do in that
and
scene?
she's all
I don't know if-
drugged up.
I don't know if he ever saw them actually having sex. That was the beauty
Well,
of the
he
scene.
came to the door.
He was at the door.
Yeah.
The black dude, the really
think
black
he heard
dude.
it.
They made sure he was a really black dude, by
Yeah.
the way. You know, Hollywood knows how to fool around with that stuff.
Ah, yeah.
And the really black dude is talking to Michael Douglas at the door. He's looking for his daughter.
Get out of here.
And little does Michael Douglas know is that right in the next room is his very white daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Completely naked in a drug haze,
She had just gotten
just railed by the
Yeah.
very, very, very black guy.
black drug dealer guy.
Yeah. All right. Well, you want
scene. But that's when you send that card. Please.
You're so right. Who would send that card?
Who would send that card? You'd be a busybody, unless it was so blatant and obvious, like it's in the